What's up, y'all? It's your boy VicBlends, and this is my tattoo breakdown.
Man, can't talk to my bitch in the condo away, let you pay them bills. Crazy, man, her shit all real crazy, man. I'ma need me a bill, crazy, man.
Alright, so like, what was your first one?
My first tattoo was my clipper on my arm with the barber knife. I got these together right here as one set. I got it as soon as I turned 18. I always knew I wanted tattoos growing up. I just knew that my parents hated them. My mom and my dad were always against tattoos, but they wanted me to be like a lawyer or a doctor or something, so they never wanted me to be like super tatted. But I knew in my mind, I was like, yo, as soon as I hit 18, I was like, I'm doing my own thing. So I was cutting hair for 1 year at the time. Nobody was believing me. Like, everybody was like, nah, you ain't gonna be no barber, it ain't gonna work out, it's just a little side hustle. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna get a tattoo, and after I get the tattoo, I'm locked in forever at that point. Cause I knew, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a barber. I know for sure. But I felt like for me to get everybody else to believe me, I had to go get it tatted on me. So it's like a forever thing. So that's why it says barber life on my wrist. And in the clipper, it has a heart for the motor. Cause that's like where my love is, that's where my heart is at, in the clippers, you know, in barbering. So that was my first one. It was a good one. Shout out to my boy John Dump.
What was the parents' reaction whenever you came home with that?
My mom cried. My mom cried for like every tattoo I got up to like pretty recently. So my mom cried, like she hate them so much. She hates me getting tattoos. I think it's because she's from Russia. So in Russia, I don't think tattoos are like as big of a thing as it is like out in America. I don't know. So she never really grew up seeing a lot of people get tatted. And I think she was telling me that like the only people in Russia that were like super tatted were like criminals and people doing bad shit. You're not gonna see a lot of like ink out there. I think you do now because it's a different generation. But when they grew up, you know, tattoos were only on people who were doing bad shit. So they never wanted me to be super tatted up. They were like, why would you do this? You're messing up your body. You're gonna regret it in a couple of years. But I think now it's at the point where I'm getting so many that she just kind of like shakes her head, calls me stupid every time, but it's all love, making her proud.
Is it true that once you get the first one, you can't stop getting them?
Yeah, nah, it's addicting. So I was always like, I remember even when I got this one, I was like, yo, I'm just gonna get a half sleeve. As soon as you start getting tatted, it feels like you're not complete. Like, I feel like my body's not done. Like, I feel like it's a piece of art, and I feel like I gotta keep going. So every time I look in the mirror, I see a blank spot. I see ain't no blanks everywhere, and I'm like, damn, I gotta put something dope right there. Like, this would be sick. So second one was the one on my back of my arm. This is an angel with a barber pole. This to me was God's blessing. I looked at it as like, this was my guardian angel giving me my gift. So that's why we had the angel kind of hold the pole, because I feel like my gift really did come from God. I feel like me being as good of a barber as I am so quickly was a gift from God, and I feel blessed to be in the position I am. So I wanted to always be protected and give recognition that this was God's gift. Now, my chest is like one of the ones that ain't done yet. I hate my chest so far. I love the pieces I got. I just don't like how it's coming together yet. We ain't done yet. So John knows that we gotta finish my chest up. But I think the first one I got on my chest. First one I got on my chest was my mom and my sister's name. I got Svetlana. My mom's name is Svetlana, and my sister's name is Jessica. But I got these from a random lady in the Ville. I really just walked into a random tattoo shop and was like, yo, I feel like getting my name. So that too, I was like, I think this was like my third tattoo or something. So I was trying to get my mom to like stop hating my tattoos. So I was like, I'm gonna just go get a name. Everybody does that.
How does she feel about that?
She was like, I mean, of course she's mad I get any ink, but when she saw like her name, I remember like we was at cookouts and she was telling her friends like, look at his chest, he got my name on it. So I think she liked that one. But when I look back at it, the font is like so hard to read. Like I can't even tell you that says Svetlana. You would have to like look at it super hard. Then I got a crying Mary, and the only placement for that would be to have like my nipple on her nose. So I got both of my nipples blacked out on both sides of my chest. It was a hard decision to make. A lot of people don't do that, but I was like, yo, if you're gonna be all in on the ink life, you gotta be all in. So I love art more than anything, and I remember I wanted to get the Mary on this side, and then we found the darkest place on her face, which was gonna be under the nose, so we tried to hide it like in that shadow. So she got like a nipple nose, but it's all good. Oh yeah, my right arm, I got two big pieces, two super good pieces. All right, so this one right here is Muhammad Ali. He is this knockout with Sonny Liston. It's like the most iconic picture of Muhammad Ali ever. The reason Muhammad Ali is such a great influence in my life, for one, I used to box from my junior year to like my senior year and a little bit after high school. So I love boxing. I'm a big fan of boxing. And on top of that, Muhammad Ali always carried himself like he was the greatest even before he proved it. So that to me always resonated with myself, because I was believing in my dreams so hard in the beginning before anybody could even see it be a reality. So I was always carrying myself like Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali always said that I'm the greatest of all time. And I said that even before I knew I was. And that quote always hit with me. And he always fought for something bigger than boxing. And I feel like I do the same with barbering. Like, I'm doing barbering as a craft, but I got a message beyond barbering on wanting to motivate, inspire, and change people's lives with how I built my brand. And you know, Muhammad Ali was an activist, so he fought for the rights of his people, and the boxing arena was just his stage to do so. Muhammad Ali is definitely one of the most influential and powerful people that we've ever had in history. This one right here, this is the movie Paid in Full. This is my favorite movie of all time. I know every word to it like it's a rap song. Paid in Full means a lot to me because if anybody's watched that movie or you haven't watched it yet, the movie is a breakdown of life, the hustle, the grind, and all about the come up. And every person, you know, Rico, Ace, and Mitch, they all play a certain role in the group of your friends. So it teaches you about people, it teaches you about who you have around you, you know, how to watch certain ways people move. And if you watch the movie to the end and then you rewatch it, then you start to look at, you know, how Rico acted, how Mitch acted, how Ace acted, and then you look at the end of the movie and how it really ended and everything played out. You could tell in the beginning that they were all showing characteristics of the type of person they were before they even got to that point. So I feel like it's a dope movie to watch. And I remember even when I got it, people were like, you know, why would you get Rico tatted on you? And even though if you ain't watched the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you, even though, you know, we don't really rock with Rico and how he was acting, I feel like it was important to have as just a reminder of the people you need to watch out for.
How long that one take?
5 or 6 hours. Yeah, John, my tattoo artist John Dumpers, he's pretty fast, super fast, and his, you know, obviously specializes in portraits. He don't take long to tattoo at all, which is what I love about him, because I don't like getting tatted as much as I like having them after, but it's always worth it. But they hurt bad. So
which one hurt the most?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I quit on my line on my chest. I never quit on a tattoo before, but I tapped out on this one. I didn't really tap out. John was like, all right, we're gonna just end it, because we were supposed to go a little bit lower on this side right here. But I don't know what it was. This side of my chest just hurt so bad. I think it's because I'm skinny and the bones on your chest, it's a painful spot. But I got the line on my chest because my dad, for like the past couple of years, ever since we got him an iPhone, he has always sent a lion quote to the group chat in the family. Like one of those Tumblr photos of a lion, and it says something like, don't mess with my family. And it's like a picture of a lion with his cub. He'll send like motivational lion quotes to the group chat every single morning for the past couple of years. So my dad is always like got that lion energy in him. And my dad is really like hustling our family. If y'all, I probably tell y'all later about my dad's come up, but you know, my pops is a champion and he always had that lion mentality. So I got that like kind of from my pops, but just to remind myself to always carry myself like a lion. You know, don't be a gazelle, be a lion.
Are there any of them that you regret though?
I don't regret none of them. Some of them I don't really like as much. I don't regret them because I like all my tattoos. Sometimes I think, yeah, I would have waited and placed that in a different position, or maybe I look at somebody else's work and I'm like, oh, that looks a lot more clean, how it fit. But I don't regret no tattoos. It is what it is. It's art. I think the bad tattoos add to your character. I think it's okay to have bad tattoos.
In the future, whenever you have kids, will you be straight with them getting tattoos when they're like 18 and shit?
Yeah, as long as they getting the right thing. Obviously, I can't be no hypocrite. If I'm tatted up, my fam can be tatted up, but I just want my son to know ahead of time, to have a mind of his own and be cautious about the tattoos he's getting and make sure they're meaningful versus getting stuff because he thinks they look cool. Then I would let them go get their tattoos, because you might get something when you're young at 18 and you like it a lot because it looks cool, and then later on you realize, all right, this really isn't me. I don't believe in that as much, and you only get one chance with a tattoo. So
what's your favorite one?
it's like a set of two. It's like my 910 that I have right here on the side, and then the Carolina on the back. Those are my two favorites because I love my hometown, Fayetteville, North Carolina, more than anything. And I think that was a great solid foundation for me to learn how to make something out of nothing. And I always got love for the Carolinas. So
what was your mom's reaction to getting a face tat?
She was crying. I said she just stopped crying recently, but she was so mad. I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of face tattoos. I think I look straight enough to not need no like face tattoos. So one of my more favorite tattoos that I got are the inside of my hands. My left one says sacrifice, and my right one says manifest. I got these two put on me because these are super important daily reminders for me, because you always got to sacrifice for the things you want. Doesn't matter where you're going or what you're doing. Everything requires sacrifice, whether you're letting go of a bad habit, whether you're letting go of a bad relationship. Everything requires sacrifice to get where you want. So I feel like once you let go of everything that is holding you back, then you're able to manifest on it being a reality. That's why I got manifest on my right hand, because it reminds me to always lock in for the exact life that I want. And I got it on my right hand because of my cutting hand. So barbering really put me in the position I am today. And to cut with my right hand and remind me to manifest every time that I'm cutting is just a daily reminder that we're always aligned with the things that we want. So my elbow right here says passion over profit. I got this one because I always believe in doing what you love before doing something for money. And it doesn't mean you can't get money doing what you love. Like, bro, it doesn't mean don't get money It means do what you love before you do something else for money. You can't buy my integrity as a person. There's no job on this earth that could ever pay me enough money not to do what I love. So when it says passion over profit, it means do what you love before you do anything else for money. You follow what you love, you stick to it. Bro, a fruit of your labor that God's gonna give you for staying true to who you are is gonna be money. It's gonna be one of them. That comes with success and that comes with you sticking down to who you are. So the back of my neck says anointed. And the reason I got anointed is because I feel like I was chosen for God to have a lot of impact on this earth. So I always got that as a reminder that everything is blessed and everything comes from God. So I appreciate y'all for checking out my tattoos. We'll have to do a follow-up video probably next year. I give myself one more year before I'm pretty covered up. So we'll do a follow-up later with everything I got added.
That's your hoe, yeah. That my hoe too, yeah. Shawty on go, yeah. Shit, I'm on go too, yeah. That's your hoe, yeah. That my hoe too.